Hello friends, I am Sampada Kulkarni welcomes you in my channel Tech Talks. In this video series, I am explaining you the concept of structure in C++. With this, you will be able to maintain records of different real-time entities like student, books or the employee of organization. Before moving to the content, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel Tech Talks and keep the bell ringing. From this video series, in this current video session, I am going to explain you the concept of pointer to structure. How to access structure variable with the help of pointer, that I am going to focus in this video session. So let's see how to declare a structure variable with the help of pointers. Like we have pointers to integer, pointer to character or any another data type we can use with the help of pointers. In the same way, we also have pointers pointing to structures. These pointers are called structure to pointers. Now we'll see how to define a pointer to a structure. This is the syntax of a structure along with how to define a pointer to the structure. This part all of you are knowing that structure having number of members in it. But now here we are going to declare the pointer type variable of data type structure. We'll see the example of the same on the same slide. So this is the example which I am going to use from last few video sessions. So the same example I am going to use over here as well. This is the user defined data structure of student having these three members under the user defined data type structure student. Here the first thing is that we are going to declare an ordinary variable of structure student. The second variable is nothing but a pointer type variable whose name is PTR, and with this statement you can see that the pointer type variable is a variable which is a special kind of variable which is designed to store the address of the another variable, another ordinary variable. So that's why I am passing the address, or I am copying the address of the student variable in a PTR variable. Here you have to keep in mind that the data type of both the variables should match, and I am matching both the things over here, as the data type of stud and PTR both are nothing but user defined data type structure student. So in this way we can declare a pointer type variable. Now we will see that with the help of example. So this highlighted part you have to keep in mind for always, that with this type of declaration you can use a pointer to structure type of variable. Now let's see the same thing with the help of example, graphical explanation of the same example. Now this is the thing all of you are knowing. Now here you just concentrate over here, but one by one I am going to add the lines over here, and accordingly I am going to explain you it with the help of graphical representation. So the first statement is struct student. Struct student stud is nothing but a variable name. So how it will get allocate a memory? So this is nothing but it will allocate a memory for your student, and after this you have to keep in mind that the whenever you are going to execute this particular statement, and here internally the memory will get allotted for this particular structure student. Total 44 bytes will get allotted for this. Now after this just keep in mind, or just see over here the next statement. Next statement is nothing but the declaration of pointer variable. When this statement will get executed, internally what is going to be happen? Pointer variable will get allotted a memory for pointer variable at some different location, and after this these are the nothing but the declaration of two separate variables, that is stud and a PTR. Now let's look at the next statement of our pointer type variable and its assignment with the address of student. So here you can see that whatever this pointer type variable, this will be holding the address, base address of the student variable, that is stud. Ultimately it is pointing to the base address. So Here I am trying to explain the same thing, that this is a PTR variable who is pointing to the base address of the student variable. Now the next question is how to access all these things. So accessing members of structure with pointer variable. For this we have to use the arrow operator. So with this pointer type variable we can access all the three members of the structure. They are roll number, name and grade point. So here I am going to explain the same thing, that is whenever you are going to access this variable or using variable PTR to access any member of a structure, you have to use the arrow operator. I am going to highlight over here, which will help you to understand how to use an arrow operator. So this is nothing but arrow operator. With the help of this arrow operator we can access the roll number. But now the same thing we can do like this, that is with the help of dot operator, but only you need to keep in mind that you have to use value at the address PTR. With the help of value at the address PTR, that is pointer variable name, that is pointer PTR, because our variable name is PTR. So that's why with the help of this PTR variable value at the address PTR we can access the same field but with the help of dot operator. In the same way rest of all members we can access with the help of arrow operator. So PTR arrow name, it means that name of the PTR, name of the what we can say student whose base address is stored in a pointer type variable PTR. We can pronounce it like this. And the same way value at the address PTR dot name also we can access, and the last one grade point also we can access with the help of PTR arrow GP. And in the same way dot operator we can access the same thing over here. But you have to keep in mind that usually we are going to use this representation when we are going to use the variable structure variable with the help of pointer, that is pointer to structure. Then we supposed to use the arrow operator. Now in the next slide I am going to explain you all these things with the help of example. How to use the pointer to structure in CPP. So now I am having a program with me, and where the same thing is used over here. A student is declared with 2 members. Now in this example it is declared with 2 members, and here in this statement I have assigned the values to the stud variable. Okay, all these things I have used hard coded, that is all these things are assigned. I am not going to accept all these things from a user just because of space. I'll require more space to write down that many statements. So that's why to avoid all these things I have assigned all these values to the variable directly. Instead of that you can access all the things from a user using cin statement. That also you can do. Now the next statement is about the declaration of the pointer type variable. So here this is the another statement. Here you can see that this is nothing but a pointer type variable I have declared over here. So now with the help of this I am going to declare my pointer type variable. Here I have given a comment pointer to structure declaration. The most important statement is this one, where I am going to assign the base address of a student to the pointer type variable. So as PTR is nothing but a pointer type variable, it will be holding the address of the student. So we have to keep in mind, or this part, the highlighted part, is very much important whenever you are going to use pointer to structure. The next statement, here I am giving this with the help of dot operator. So if I want to display all these things with the help of dot operator, then with the help of this dot operator, then what I have to use? I have to use a variable stud, a simple variable that is nothing but here I have declared it. Okay, and the same thing you can do with the help of value at the address PTR as well. But just to avoid a confusion, I am going to focus on a pointer type variable PTR with arrow operator, and with the help of arrow operator you can access all the members of a structure. Now you have to think about the output of this program. I have not included the output of this program in my video because I am expecting that all these things you are going to do it by your own, and then let's check what will be the output. Just only for a reference, I am explaining you what will be the output, that it will display Krishna and 1 as for this particular cout statement, because with the dot operator I am displaying the name and roll number, and the same output, that is Krishna and 1, will be the output with the another cout, the second wala cout statement as well, because with the help of arrow operator and with the help of pointer variable I am accessing the same value of the structure. So you just execute this code and then let's check whether you are getting the same output or not. So this is highlighted thing is for dot operator, the next highlighted thing is for the arrow operator, and I hope you are able to understand the thing what I have just explained to you. So thank you all dear friends for listening and watching my video. Please do not forget to give the comment, and here I am providing you a shortcut link for the subscription of my channel Tech Talks. Along with this I am providing you a shortcut link for a next video of this video session or video series, we can say that, and whole video series I am providing you over here in the form of playlist. So thank you and stay tuned with Tech Talks. Thank you.